Hi, and welcome to Warrior Fitness. I'm Bridget. We're going to do a yoga flow today. We're going to start off in child's pose. So when you come down, take a moment here as you take your feet together, knees apart, sitting way back on the heels. Arms reach in front, fingers are spread wide, and you have that external rotation of the arms, moving your biceps upward and your triceps down, sinking way back to the heels. Take a moment as you start here with your breathing. Close your eyes, make a connection to your breath. With the mouth closed and the eyes closed, start to take those deep breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. Drawing in a little bit more as you breathe here, letting that breath just kind of connect to you and bring it back a little bit further into the body. So as we come back a little bit further to the heels, notice that breath is moving a little bit deeper through the body. Stay here for a few more breaths. On your next inhale, rock forward to the hands. Take a moment here to bring yourself into a tabletop. So hands on your shoulders, knees in line with the hips. Inhale, head comes back. The shoulders come back, the tailbone comes up. And then exhale, draw your belly in. Come into that cat stretch as you draw your belly in and head moves down towards your chest. Inhale, take the head up, tailbone up. And exhale, bring it back into that nice cat stretch. We're going to just do this one more time. So one more time, taking the shoulders back, opening the chest. Exhale, draw the abs in tight. And then from here, we're going to come back, nice long spine. And we'll take it back into our child's pose. So feet together, knees apart, sitting way back on the heels. Arms reach in front. And on your next exhale, we're just going to rock forward to the hands. So we should have that nice external rotation, toes tuck in behind the knees. Lifting the knees when you're ready. Tailbone comes up. So this is our downward facing dog, and it's our first one today. So as we're here, can we lift the tailbone higher? Draw your belly in and up. Start to move your chest toward your thighs a little bit more. Activate those thighs, so moving the front of the thigh toward the back of the thigh. So you're really working internal rotation of the legs so the heels can move slightly outward to feel that. On your next breath here, bend your knees, look forward, and slowly walk your feet up towards your hands. Bring your feet about hips width apart, hands come to the shins, and then lengthen the legs here. So as you lengthen, look forward and lengthen the spine. Take a minute while you're here just to breathe, just to notice where you are. Stay long in the legs, long in the spine. Take the hands to the hips. With your next inhale, come all the way up. We're coming into Tadasana, mountain pose. So hands come together, feet come together, and you're to the front edge of your mat. With your next inhale, stretch up and reach up. Open up the heart. Hands come together overhead. Arms stay straight as you exhale. Dive down. Hands come down to the ground or the shins, wherever you're reaching. Inhale, come up halfway. Hands can slide up to the shins so that you can lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, hands come under the shoulders so you can bend your knees to get there. Spine long as you jump or step the feet back into your high plank. From high plank, we're coming into low plank or chaturanga. So for that, we rock forward, and you can do this on the knees or toes. Draw the belly up. Bend your elbows, come forward so that the elbows come down. You should keep them right into the body. Inhale, press yourself up, open up your chest. So your heart moves forward, shoulders move back. You're staying on the tops of the feet. You can always come down to the knees in Cobra if that feels better. On your exhale, roll through your feet. Make your way into Down Dog. Exhaling here. Deep breath in as you stretch back. Exhale, bend your knees. Look forward, jump or step the feet up to the hands. On your inhale, we're going to sweep up to the top, lengthening all the way up. Exhale, dive down. Hands come down to the ground or shins. Usually I'm not that flexible. Inhale up halfway. So lengthen through the spine. Exhale, hands under the shoulders. You can jump or step back into your high to low plank. Coming into chaturanga, knees or toes. Inhale, head up, arching open. So up dog is on the tops of the feet. Cobra is with the knees down. Elbows would be slightly bent. As you exhale, roll through the feet. Take it into your down dog. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out, inhale, right leg comes up. Flex the foot, toes stay down. And on your exhale, look forward. Right foot steps between the hands. You can help it if you need to. And then we're going to come up into our lunge. So my front thigh is about parallel to the floor. We're seeing if we can sink really low into that. And at the same time, pushing that back heel to the back of the room. Arms up, shoulders are down. On your exhale, take the hands down. Make your way into plank or down dog if you need a rest. If you're back in plank, chaturanga, inhale, up dog or cobra. We meet in down dog. Breathe here. On your inhale, left leg comes up. Flex the foot, lengthen that leg. Toes are facing downward. As you exhale, step it forward. Stay in your lunge. Get really far down on the left thigh. Arms up. Breathing here, shoulders down. Lengthen your back leg as much as you can. One more breath. Exhale, hands down. Make your way into plank or just down dog if you need a rest. Honor your body. Coming into chaturanga if you're in plank. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Breathing here. Take a breath in, exhale out. On your next exhale, bend your knees, look forward, jump or step the feet up to the hands. Inhale, come all the way up to the top. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, come up halfway. Lengthen through the spine. Exhale, hands under shoulders, neck long. You can jump or step. Go right into chaturanga if that feels good. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg up. On your exhale this time, bend your right knee and push that right foot way back behind you. Right foot is going to come down behind your left. You're going to go onto the left hand and onto the outside of the left foot and reach the right arm up. If this is easy for you, you can stack your feet to make it a little bit harder. If this is not working for you, bottom knee can come down. Whatever is your option here. Breathe in. On your next exhale, we're going to take it back to plank. Your option, you can go right into your down dog or move through chaturanga again. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. I'm a big fan of chaturangas, so I like to add them when we can. Inhale, right leg comes back up. Exhale, big step forward to lunge, and then come up. Good. Breathing here. So lengthen that back leg. Come down in the front thigh. Reach up, and on your exhale, bring your hands down to the mat. So if you have blocks here, extra bricks to prop your hands up to get length, you might want to use them right now. We're going to go ahead and open up the hips a little bit more. Back knee is going to come down. It can touch the floor if you can get that low, and then lift it back up. And do that again. Knee comes down, and knee comes up. Good. So we're going to do that 4 more times. Good. Breathing here. Burning hopefully a little bit. And hold it to hover on your next one. So don't let it touch, just hold to hover. Good, and then see if you can just balance and lift your arms up. If you can't, don't worry, go to where you can. From here, lengthen the back leg. Still, can you stay down in that front thigh? And then take that back knee down. Maybe it can touch the ground, and then bring it back up. So notice I'm staying all the way down in my right thigh. We're gonna do 2 more like this. Now we're burning. Last one. Back leg stays long, hands come together. We're gonna twist to the right. Left elbow to the outside of the right thigh, top elbow up. Belly in, move your chest towards your hands. We're gonna make our way into warrior 2. So from there we're gonna come up. We're gonna keep the right thigh the same. We're gonna drop our back heel, rotate that foot so that the toes are slightly inward, turning toward our right leg, okay? Make sure your right heel lines up with your left arch and sink down in the right thigh. Arms reach out, gaze out over the right middle finger. See if you can get down a little bit further in that right thigh. Make it burn. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Make your way into plank or down dog. If you are in plank, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, stack the left hip on top of the right. Look under the left arm. Bring that left foot down to the outside of the right foot. Pivot onto the right hand and outside of the right foot. So you're gonna bring the left arm up. Crown of the head moves away from the body to lengthen. Pull the belly and hips higher. If it's working for you, you can stack the feet. If none of this is, right knee can come down, okay? Your option here. So from here, we're gonna go ahead, take 1 more breath, and then bring it into our plank. Option for more chaturanga, if you like it. Otherwise, go to down dog. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, big step forward to lunge. Come all the way up. Arms up, shoulders down. Lift up, reach up. Can you sink lower into the left thigh? Hopefully getting sweaty. Back leg long. On your exhale, hands come down to the mat or blocks, whatever you have available to you to keep the length of the spine, right? I'm trying not to hunch forward. We can practice hunching other times, right? Back knee comes down to the mat and lift that leg. And back knee comes down and we lift. So really working here in our left thigh. We have 4 more here. Good. Nice job. We're almost there. Last one. Hover, hover, hover. Good. See if you can hover and hold it. And then lift your arms up. Balancing here. Reaching up, inhale. Lengthen your back leg. Now take your back knee. Can you lower, lower, lower? Maybe it touches the mat. Maybe it doesn't. Lift back up. Try to keep this front leg stable. Come down again. Good. It takes a lot of effort to do this. You're doing great. We only have 2 more. So last 2. Good. Last one. Hold hands together. Twist left. Right elbow to the outside of the left thigh. Oh, turn. Pull the belly in. So we're turning through the waist, ribs, and chest, not the hips. From here, we come up. The front thigh stays. That's what makes this hard. Pivot on the back foot. See if you can get down really low into that left thigh. Outer edge of the knee, moving toward the outer thigh on that left leg. Right leg is straight. Bend lower. Look out over the left middle finger. Exhale, hands down. Make your way into plank or down dog if you need a rest. If you're in your plank, move through your flow, chaturanga, up dog or cobra. And we meet in down dog. Breathing here. On your exhale, bend the knees, look forward, jump or step, feet up to the hands. Inhale, come all the way up to the top. Exhale, dive down. Hands to the ground or shins. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, hands down. Jump or step. Move through. You can go right into chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Take as much time as you need to. Exhale, we meet in down dog. Breathing here. Good. From here, inhale, right leg up. Exhale, we're gonna stack right hip on top of left. Right foot comes down outside of left foot. Here's where we go back into our side plank. Crown of the head, moving away from the body. Top arm up. Remember, bottom knee can be down. But here, if you are in your side plank, in your full side plank, without your knee down, see if you can take your top foot up to the inside of your other thigh and hold there. Top knee up to the ceiling, abs in tight. See if you can pivot forward into a plank, knee out to the side. Release that foot back. If you like it, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale here, lift your right leg. Exhale, big step forward to lunge and come up. So when we come up here, dropping low in the right thigh, arms reach. Hands together, twist to the right. Good, remember turning the chest toward the hands, and then we come up. We pivot on the back foot. Right heel lines up with left arch. Sink low in the right thigh. Even lower if we can. Good, now from here, front leg straightens. We get a little break. Reaching out to the right, left hip moving out. Really getting that length and then coming down. Right arm down, left arm up. So if this is feeling good for you here, you don't need to use a block, okay? Hand doesn't have to be down on the outside of the foot. If you're holding at the shin, that works too. Roll open through the left ribs. Gaze can move upward toward the ceiling or down if you need it to be. Legs are extended. Stay one more breath. On your next inhale here, we're going to take the left hand to the hip. We're going to bend the right knee, okay? See if we can stay way down. So my hand is not going to change, but my hand, once I bend my right thigh to parallel to the floor, maybe it can reach the floor. If not, it can stay up or propped up onto your thigh, so not on your knee, okay? Stay here, roll open through the left ribs again, arm can come up, and then over the ear. So I'm trying from my left leg to my left hand, make the most space I can. Stay for another breath, and then from here, use your abs to come up. Warrior two, balance here, balance, 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 coming up. Exhale, hands down. We make our way back through our flow. So remember, plank to chaturanga or right into your down dog. Okay, so if you're going to chaturanga, inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, stack the left hip on top of the right. Left foot down behind the right foot. Go onto the right hand and outside of the right foot. Arm up. So here's where we're staying. And in this, you can always take your knee down if that's something that you need to. Then you don't have to bring the top foot up. If it feels good for you to lift the top leg, put that foot to the inside of your bottom leg, okay? Pull the belly in, hips lift a little higher. When you come forward to your plank, knee stays out, and then step it back. Down dog or chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, big step forward. And then we come up, left leg lunge. So staying low, arms reach, hands together, twist left. Good. Elbow to the outside of the leg, top elbow up, lengthen the back leg more. From here, top thigh staying is where it is. We're going to come up, put the back foot down, pivot on that foot, left heel to right arch, sink lower. Look out over left middle finger. Reach back with the right hand. Right leg straight. And then straighten your left leg too. Reach out, right hip moving out. Breathing here. Exhale, left hand down. Right arm up. Roll open through the right ribs. Reach. From here, we're going to take right hand to the hip. So we're staying here. Now, we start to bend the left knee. And we come down. If we're here, and once we get all the way down, left hand can touch the floor. If it's not on the outside of the foot, then go ahead and take it down here. You can always keep hand to thigh or whatever's working. Right arm up and then over the ear. Look up, right hand or right leg to right hand. Longest line you can make looking upward. Use your core, plant the feet. On your next breath, rise up, warrior two. And exhale, hands back down. Make your way back to your plank or down dog. If you are in plank, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. And exhale, knees down. Feet together, child's pose here. Take a moment to connect back to your breath once we're here in child's pose, getting that opposition again, sitting way back. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and rock forward, tuck the toes in, lift the knees, back to our down dog. Bend the knees again, look forward as you jump or step the feet up to the hands. Inhale, up to the top. Exhale, hands together in front of the heart. So when we're here, we're going to work into a little more balance and control. So press down through the left foot and let the right knee come up in front. Hips are going to stay level. Right knee opens out. Now you can hold on to your right ankle and pull the right foot up as high as you can to the inside of the left leg. So we did this in our side plank. Now we're here. Hands can be together in front of the heart, or arms can be up. Shoulders are down, arms extended, belly is in, and staying here for another breath. As you exhale, hands down, and then take your right foot down. We're going to lift left knee in front. Balancing here, firming up the right leg, open the left knee out. Hold on to that left ankle. Pull the foot up as high as you can to the inside of the right leg. Knee opens out, hips level, so hands can stay together or arms can come up. If we come out of balance and come back in, that is okay, right? We're working on something that's hard. We're strengthening the ankles, a lot of work, shoulders stay down. Take another breath. As you exhale, hands down, foot down, and then we're going to take the hands together. We're going to widen the feet to come into Malasana, which is our yoga squat. So in this, feet are usually to the edges of our mat. My mat kind of moved as I was moving, so we'll keep it this way. We're going to squat down. When you squat down, I want you to come down so you're pressing back on your heels. My toes come up a little bit so that you can see I'm sitting way back. This is a great hip opener. If you can release all the way down, then do that. If not, if that is not your range of motion, you do not have to come to that, okay? You go to what feels right for you. We're always on the outside of our comfort zone, but never pushing to pain. Hands are going to come down in front of us. Hands are shoulder width apart, so fingers are spread wide. So in this, I'm going to bend my knees, or push my knees actually into my armpits. My knees are already bent. So that makes sense, right? Rocking forward. See if I can put most of the weight onto my hands, scooping my belly in. This is kind of that cat stretch we did at the beginning. You're going to gaze forward and see if you can maybe lift one foot or the other foot into Bakasana or crow, right? So I'm going to pick up both feet and balance there. If that is not working for you, still see if one foot is. Okay, this is like arm balance fun time. When you stay, whatever is working for you, we are going to come into child's pose again. So we're going to release our knees to the mat. Feet are together, knees apart, hands in front, okay? So we're getting that nice stretch here. So you can meet me back in child's pose or pause me, right? Take a breath, and then from here, we're gonna walk the hands in. Good. And then we're gonna take it to a little kind of a twisted opening here that we can do for our chest. So we're gonna reach the arms in front, and we're gonna take the right hand behind you to your right heel. You're gonna lift up off of your heels so that you can really hold here and reach up with the left arm. Looking up and back, hips move forward, thighs move forward. You're gonna windmill down. Back to child's pose, left hand comes down to that left heel. You're gonna come up. You're gonna reach up with the right arm. Move the hips and thighs forward, open up the chest, okay? So this is a twisted camel, really. When we do camel, we're on our knees like this, opening chest, and then hands down. So from here, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna come into our one more thing. So I'm gonna be rock forward, tuck the toes in behind the knees. We're gonna come into our down dog. Breathing here, I want you to step your right foot to the left hand. Turn that foot on its side, open the knee so it lines up with the ankle. Slide the left foot back. So you want to slide it back enough that you can get your back knee down, back toes down. You can prop yourself up here to open up the chest. Really good to help with breathing, to help you open the chest so that you can breathe more. If this is working for you, if you want to take it further, you can always come down to the forearms or walk your hands way out in front of you. And stay for a few breaths here. So usually in this, I'll kind of move to show different options. A lot of times I like to stay with my forearms down, with my forehead down to rest on top. If that's a good place for you, you can stay there too. Connect back to your breath. See if maybe you can kind of work to slow your breath down with your breathing, with your heart rate. We kind of slow our heart rate down with our breath. And then with your next breath, bring yourself back to your hands. So hands shoulder width apart, back toes tuck in, top leg comes, or front leg comes up behind you and lifts into a three-legged dog. See if you can stack that right hip again. We're pretty open now. And then right foot can come down and left foot can step up to the right hand. Turn that foot on its side, open that knee out, and see if we can kind of get that knee in line with that ankle a little bit more. Step that right foot or kind of wiggle it more until that knee can come down, toes can stay down. Hands, I like to start by walking in just to open the chest, but if that doesn't work for you, you can come right down. From here, I am going to come down. Forearms are a good place to be. Hands in front also work really well for this. So it's your option. I usually kind of show all, but I really do like keeping my hands together, and there's where I can keep my forehead rest so I can stay there. So whatever is your option for this, stay for a few more breaths wherever you are. And then from here, you're going to go ahead and just gently bring yourself back up to your hands. And once you're back on your hands, you're going to take your right toes to tuck into the mat. Lift up your hips. Left leg comes up and you're going to stack the left hip on top of the right. Look under your arm. And then left foot comes down. From here, stretch in your down dog. One more big stretch here. And then your knees are going to come down to the mat. Once your knees are down, move the feet to one side so that you can sit down on your mat. Once you're seated, down here, you're going to go ahead and extend your legs out in front. So we're going to lengthen the legs, flex the feet, see if we can work the thighs, so the upper thighs to turn inward. So usually when we're doing that, we're trying to work on that lengthening, flexing the feet. My toes are facing upward, that way I'm holding here. Arms are gonna reach, lengthening all the way up to the top. Exhale, fold at the hips and reach the arms all the way out here. Maybe you get to your feet, unlike me, right? Not trying that hard today, apparently. All right, so lengthen here, and then we're gonna bring it back. And when we're here, we're gonna take the hands behind the knees, and we're just gonna go ahead and bring those feet in. So we're holding here. We're just gonna hold behind the knees, and we're gonna draw the knees up, and we're gonna take the chest to the thighs and thighs to the chest. It's really good to pull the belly in, shoulders are down, working here. We're gonna do a bit of a single leg stretch, which we do a lot of times to keep this length. I want you to stretch the right leg up any amount you can and then bring it down. Do the left leg up, 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 so you can see how tight my hamstrings are because they don't want any part of stretching, right? And the same way you can see when I'm doing those forward folds too. So a lot of opening is what we're working on here. And it's hard to get that, but we're working, right? If you can, release the legs and see if you can still stretch a little bit more. I don't think I can stretch as much, but we're working there. We're gonna do only one more each side. And then from there, you're gonna go ahead and gently release your feet down. We are gonna come down here for a couple breaths. So I want you to, and especially before we do Shavasana, our final relaxation, we wanna be able to get that. So when we come down here, you can bring your hands to your knees and lift the chest. Shoulders come back, and then exhale, tilt the pelvis forward, scoop the abdominals in, and you can stay here. Tilting in the pelvis is really important to help with shortening in the recti and the belly here. So we want to stay here, let the arms reach in front. See if we can come down an inch, and up an inch, and down 2 inches, and up an inch. And then down another inch, pause. And then see if you can, if you need help with this, let your hands help you down. Otherwise, see if you can roll all the way down through the spine. Once you're down, you're going to bring your knees into your chest. And we're going to lengthen the legs, kind of like we're doing Viparita Karani with the legs up against the wall, right? We're flexing the feet to lengthening the legs. Arms reach overhead. And then on your exhale, you're going to bend it back in, hug the knees into you. You can rock gently side to side. We're going to put the feet down on the mat, lengthen the legs out. Feet drop open to the sides, shoulders move away from the ears. Here is your time for Shavasana. Your eyes are closed, your face is soft. We're staying in stillness and in silence. Stay with your breath. When we start to come out of Shavasana, we start to breathe a little bit deeper through the body, allowing ourselves to add some movement, wiggling fingers and toes, head moving side to side if that feels good. When you're ready to move from here, you can bend the knees in. Roll to whatever side is good for you, but we roll to our side first to keep the head down, right? Keep the nervous system soothed, and then top hand can come down. And then you can just press with that top hand to come up. So when we take ourselves into a seated position, we're just going to bring the feet back to where our legs are crossed. Staying here, hands together in front of the heart. Namaste.